Say what you can.
No. You about to start a live broadcast. I'm not trying everybody mess it up. I'll save it.
Yeah, don't want to mess it.
I'll save it.
For tonight,
Oh, there is something I wanted to talk to Andre, but maybe afterward.
You catch me later. That's saying it lightly.
Politely. Oh, he's not following the HUD. Yeah, could you let someone else start it? Bullocks! It's the new slang.
it's the new word of God. They said it, so it has to be true.
It's called stupidity. Let's just call it that. Keep it simple.
Come on, guys.
Yeah.
I really didn't expect it to go that bad, to be honest.
No, you would think Google having, YouTube, which has recorded everybody's horrible launches of their products, would have been like, hey, let's look at what everybody else did wrong and maybe not do that.
And learn from the mistakes.
No, that's arrogance for you. Everybody else is a failure, but we do it right, even when we do it wrong.
Yeah.
For years now. Not now, but for years.
Mm-mm. No, especially now when people have huge collections and stuff. No.
Force it
Brute force.
like Oculus Rift. And even they can't do it.
Keyword is yet.
The problem is either Fallout 76.
Gift that keeps coming.
No, everything's
Oh,
always
yeah.
in a perpetual beta stage. Like what?
Yeah, it's horrible.
Mm-hmm. What? It breaks the World Guinness record. Outside of game is broken.
Some of those tote bags are broken. And the Nuka-Cola was flat.
So therefore broken.
Yeah, it got nuked, all right. Not
Ugh.
speaking about the helmet that we're passing here, but I digress. You know what? You know what? Speaking about that,
They can't stop stupidity.
yeah, because mine cracked a long time ago, so yeah, I had to have a replacement. But speaking about helmet replacement, the whole situation of the Fallout helmet, that was not even tangentially Bethesda's fault, but because well, name brand is everything in this day and age. So yeah, I guess
Well, I
guilty
mean,
by
maybe
association, I guess.
they could have quality controlled it and made sure that didn't happen.
The game?
Right.
I'm sure Todd Howard was in there in the offices screaming at everyone.
He gotta have that. There's no way in the world that everybody should have forgotten all this crap.
The neuralizer.
You forget, people these day and age have less of attention span than a fish.
Did we forget to mention the cardboard disc in the
Not even a fake disc, but a cardboard one.
Fallout 76 is a tragedy that never ends.
Oh, shoot. That's a game that just should not have existed.
Yeah,
It was probably there to make sure people didn't sell the game back or couldn't sell the game back, I should say.
I mean,
Yeah, you can't trade it or anything.
You couldn't even give that thing away.
Kenoshi. They could have just they could have just made a replica of a CD or a disc. That's actually hard enough that you don't have to bend it like that one, but I digress. At least you can use it as a cup holder.
Frankly,
Yeah,
I wouldn't.
At least
I
it's
wouldn't.
physical.
That's what I was about to say.
Frankly, if they did try to print out actual discs, I'm pretty sure they would have messed that up somehow. Put the disc in and it melts.
Ooh,
You know,
man.
yeah, that could have gone nuclear on that.
How many PlayStations and Xboxes that would have destroyed?
Yeah, they definitely could have gotten nuked. But who was the one that said that it's a game that keeps on giving? I think that was you, right, Anderson?
I said it's the tragedy that never ends.
The tragedy that never ends. And you
I
know
won't-
what? You're quite right, because that tragedy is still going on to this day.
Well, when you nuke some place, the radiation still lingers for hundreds of years.
Oh yeah.
Oh, this broke.
Nope.
Dun 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 dun.
I mean, when you think about the fact that all their normal games have massive glitches in them, an always online game could not have been any worse at all. What game was it? What game was it?
And then you had the people.
He definitely didn't say natural. It's dynamic.
But then it makes me think about what game was it that was creating its own bugs that Ubisoft put out?
The division.
Okay,
The
So-
self-replicating bug.
where the game would it made its own bugs and it just crashed everything. I'm just like,
Skynet. They made Skynet, and even Skynet is not as bad as this.
that's hard.
Whew.
How did Bethesda come out and do something worse than that? That's an achievement.
Well, if there's a will, there's a way. Or rather, if there's cheapness, then something will happen.
Now, welcome to the Jurassic.
Don't try to fix it, though, unless you're prepared to write an essay about it.
That'll be some essay that I'll be waiting for a decade.
Wow.
Sure is not going to finish it right now.
Uh-oh. Caution. Caution. Caution, loose cannon is into the chat.
Who is this handsome loose cannon you've been talking about, my dear nephew?
Don't flatter yourself. I didn't say handsome.
Hey, how's it going?
And here we have,
Okay.
ladies and gentlemen, Renegade on the live cast.
Sorry, ladies, he's taken.
By who?
Now,
Bye, Marosa.
before leaving this one, I just wanted to say that I looked at the, and you guys are going to break me with this, but I looked at the comment section of this article, and there was at least one person that actually brought up a thoughtful comment up there that probably Nintendo might change their minds and they're going to go for this
Eventually.
eventually. But yes,
Not now. Not feasible.
exactly. 'Cause,
And
yeah,
frankly, if I could say, the thing with both topics so far has been arrogance.
Yeah. because
The
here's the thing.
arrogance of wanting the future now without working out the kinks. And of course, just the arrogance of people who know they can get away with this stuff if people let them.
Yeah, I say that because I think he was thinking in the idea that Nintendo said something. The Nintendo answered one thing, and then a few days later, they did something else. May I remind you, that was a time when I think it was the time that they brought out the bread-shaped 2DS, which sometime before they said that they weren't going to do an iteration of the handheld or console. Well, thank you. Exactly. Mm. The Vita TV? All right, thank you. Just
And they couldn't play all the
specific.
Vita because it was lacking touch controls.
Gotcha.
I wonder if that's why they put that new play button with PS4 controller. I wonder why though.
Well, it was originally bundled with the PS3 controller. So yeah, but Sony
Yeah.
decided
I bet they killed the Vita.
what Sony did was stupid because they decided that they were going to try to take the route that the Nvidia Shield did, and it didn't work out for them. Well, that's kind of to be expected.
But that's
I mean, people are
anti-consumer.
gonna stop doing it. Doesn't mean people are going to stop doing it. It's just Nintendo saying, "Yo, we don't agree with this. We're making it publicly known we don't agree with this."
Well, that's the thing though. People.
But Liger, man, you have to consider the fact that games are getting more expensive nowadays. I mean, these people can't afford to buy it in a single game.
Here's the word for that. Here's the phrase for that. Buy something else or get out of the hobby.
Oh, they can't do that.
Or go to the Epic store. Oh, never mind.
I mean, you got
that's such
Epic
a-
Store, you got Good Old Games, Steam.
Don't make it public. Oh,
Hold up. People are hold on. What? Hold on.
Wait,
People are
What?
renting modified. They're renting out
renting.
modded consoles. That's a whole new level of stupidity there.
are you out of your dang mind?
That's a whole new level of being dumb.
And
Yeah, that's
I don't
the
mean
first
the
one.
people that are.
And I don't know who it's more dumb for: the person renting the modded consoles out, or the people renting them.
No, the people that accept to do this.
I'm like, hold up. I can
And this-
understand selling a modded console and someone buying a modded console. I can understand that, but renting one?
Someone's
I
got to
would-
make
yeah.
a living, though.
I give props to the person that's making money out of this because he's hustling good. The idiotic.
Ooh, man.
Hey, if fallen this money or soon departed. And there's a lot of
That
fools.
is true.
Just, yeah, we
Yeah.
hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh,
I'm-
Metal
I'm
Mint. Wow, the
wrapping-
person.
trying to wrap my head around this. And Metal Mint, you're gonna have to hand a lot more of them helmets if people are this dumb. How do you? Who in the world goes around and says, "I'm gonna rent an illegally modded console that I give back to the person I'm renting it from and leave it traceable to me"? I mean,
Well,
if it,
Andre,
might as well
I
just
knew-
buy the thing and call it a day.
well,
I think
Andre, I knew someone who boasted about buying a used game for twice what it cost to be new. So those people exist.
I
I think-
ain't going into that. I'm pretty sure I know what you're talking about. I'm not
Yeah.
going there.
Same.
The thing is, I think people probably rent them to see how the hack works.
Look, no.
So,
This is when you go to YouTube and look up videos because they exist.
yeah, I'm
And
saying
find
it's
the
smart.
exact same thing.
And if you want to confirm, you just do what they're saying.
Hold on, can they not hear? I guess they really can't hear you.
Yeah, I don't know why they can't. Oh, the mic might be. The mic might be muted in the software somewhere.
I don't know if it's muted. It might be
That's
that,
weird.
might be that it's low though on the output volume might be. Yep.
Oh,
Okay.
oh
Okay.
boy, Liga. It's like it seems like you have to repeat all the stuff that you said before.
I'm pretty sure that stuff we heard is just it's at a lower volume.
Yeah, they should hear me now. It's now to the mic in front of me now, so they can hear me.
So yeah, we can hear you just fine.
You can hear me just fine because but the software did when it pulled in my studio mic. Now the studio mic could hear me. Nope, it couldn't hear me because it was unread, so it was off, so they wouldn't hear nothing. So the mic was off,
Yikes.
so they were hearing you guys.
We were
Oh my
hearing,
God.
oh gosh, we were having a phantom conversation then.
Oh God! Yep. I apologize for that. I didn't. I thought now I see Middleman. Now that I see that the software clicked over, which is weird because that mic is off, but it is connected to the computer. So that's why, as I said before we came on here, shit doesn't work sometimes. I gotta eat that stuff on that sucks.
Just had that conversation before this too. That's what makes it so funny.
Well, that's why I say it's hard. Now it's hard to run that's why I say it's hard to run a company, because it's not the people, it's also the equipment that's also a pain in the ass. Plus all the money shit too. Don't get me wrong, but it's a lot of things to run a company. So
Which
I
is why
apologize.
which is why I don't upgrade as soon as things hit the market.
So I apologize for everybody, and man,
Yeah,
that's-
Nvidia. Yeah, Nvidia fanboys. maybe you should learn not to upgrade, not to get a new card as soon as it hits the market.
yeah.
So
What I
that's
should have done
possible.
too. I think I recorded it locally. I think so. I might re-upload it. It should have.
Hopefully.
Now that's a
I'm seeing-
lifesaver.
I'm seeing if it does. It says YouTube. It looked like it, but again, I'm learning all this new stuff, so I'm hoping so. No, that's all I could do. So I apologize.
It's a process.
It is a process. I apologize for that. The link that was created to do the podcast was created by Kanoshi Dragon Ghost 15, not by me, because I'm trying to get used to all this stuff. As you can
Wait,
see,
Drankles? I thought it was
No.
Christian now.
Dragon Sword 15.
Oh.
Sorry. that was my that link was created by Kanoshi. I'm trying to, as you can see right now, I'm still learning shit. I'm still learning stuff, so I need to double check the mic when it thing. That sucks. 'Cause we talked about all the stuff with Fallout and everything, and I mean they heard you guys, so
Ooh, Fallout. That's an interesting topic.
yeah, we don't want to. We already killed that. I ain't going back. You ain't forcing me back.
No, I don't want to.
Country
already heard enough.
home.
Fallout
Take me
Shelter, right?
home.
Still feel the pain.
So
Country
as we go on with
road.
as you go on with what Andre said, to finish up the topic on this one, modern renting distributed authorized Nintendo technology software trademarking material. So I mean, seriously, dude, that was just stupid. Okay, as Andre said.
But you're still gonna get a bunch of people making videos about it, saying how it's unjust and this and that. Probably the same people who
Team Executor also apparently sold modded NES classics with 100 games, but was not involved in this new injunction. Well, trust me, they're gonna get involved. Nintendo don't play that. Because a lot of time when people always think, oh, Nintendo lost, when you go back and you see the appeal, and nobody talks about the appeal and they won the appeal. Just like how PlayStation for a while was getting money from the DS because they made a lie saying that because, it was such an arbitrary thing that they did. That was so bullshit. But they had said because the 3DS had 3D technology that PlayStation pattern, and they didn't even use it in their Vita, but they should get about $4 per disc per cartridge from the 3DS. And for about 2 years, they were making money from Nintendo 3DS. And then Nintendo was like, okay, we got to fight this. And they were the one to fight. But that's how sometimes, that's also another way that for, I think 2015 and 16, I think 15 and 16, how PlayStation basically got some extra money in their coffers, cash coffers, by doing that.
Mm-hmm.
That's how they do it.
So basically, they were
Leeching.
leeching. That's a good word.
Sucking.
You just had to go there, huh, Renegade?
You had to.
Yeah,
Push,
it's Renegade. You had to go there.
had to push the envelope. Just enough. Just enough.
Guys.
Just had to go there.
It's like, hey man,
All
I
right.
got these cheeseburgers.
Okay, I didn't want to
We'll
take
leave
it
that
there
one
either.
I'm gonna leave that one alone. I'm gonna let y'all drift on that iceberg on your own lonesome. Just saying. Sprite, really?
Of course, it's Sprite. Well,
Wait, what?
it is?
What?
Really, Sprite.
It's
in the
Sprite.
chat.
In the chat. Saying what he
Big
always
chocolate on thick. Oh, I should have read
Yeah,
that.
yeah, you shouldn't have read that out loud.
It's
I'm
Sprite.
cursed forever. I set it off to your good, and then I might have to mess it up. Shit. God damn it.
That's just Sprite being Sprite.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's too bad. We tried to make it PG here.
He
I
just,
know, right?
that's out the window now.
I know. But
Okay, I'll be in my best behavior. I won't say anything rash if that's the case. If you're keeping the PG, I'll respect your decision.
yeah, we're trying to. So, like I said, you had that. Like I said, so again, we already talked about the cloud gaming. Again, we already had it. You heard those things, and my voice didn't come true, so I ain't gonna hash it. But it's not there yet. He's right. It's gonna be 10 years from now before we see. We see when gaming is gonna be cloud and everything. Even by that time, I might be out of gaming because I don't gaming is gonna be soulless. It's gonna get more and more soulless before it really gets good.
It's just with
Yeah.
all this negative latency and all these
Oh.
Really, really. You have to. We need the Pee Wee Herman thing. He said the word of the day, negative latency.
I thought the negative word of the day was research. Oh,
No.
No.
Word of the day is negative latency.
They made up that word. They made up that word. That's
Well,
what we
that
laughed.
phrase.
That phrase don't exist.
What?
Instead of no latency, it's negative latency, which is just predicting your button presses before they happen, which will cause many problems with fighting games.
Yep. And it's
sorry. My brain just fried.
Yeah,
didn't wear a helmet.
This is what, Renegade. This is why everyone tells you need the patented LBC helmet to protect.
Metalman, if you're still in the chat, pass the helmet to Renegade.
No, you gotta put it. Man, no. Andre has the helmet. He said at the beginning, "I'm selling it." Right?
See, but Metal didn't put out. Look, he's not.
Hey, you know what? You know what? Hey, I am gonna ask you guys. I'm gonna ask you guys a favor because I'm gonna when we do not tonight, but next one, I'm legitimately gonna do a commercial for the freaking helmet. just for each channel. I'm gonna need you guys to be like. I need you guys to be like the we call it the testimonies. Well, I used to be a great gamer, but without the helmet, we gonna have to make that commercial. I'm telling you that now. We gonna make that commercial.
I volunteer to do it. I volunteer. I'm up for it.
We're gonna do it.
Before the helmet, I used to have constant headaches, and man, I couldn't look at bright lights or anything. And any word that just sounds stupid made me feel so dumb. I put that helmet on, and it protected me from those words.
You think we could get the Richard Simmons endorsement on this one, Liger?
Triple, look what you started.
Yeah.
And we're gonna have Triple M. You know you're gonna have to do the part. I created it because you are the inventor of the helmet. So I would say that I'm patenting it for you, but you are the creator.
You know what? I might just do something.
Oh man, hold on. I need to stop.
We've lost it. We have lost it.
Hey, for you guys who will just one step back.
Oh my god.
Oh, I'm crying over here.
Oh my
I'm sitting here with
goodness.
tears in my eyes. I can
Same thing here. Same thing here.
It's like I got hit with a spray of mace or something.
I'm tearing up as well too, cause that was funny. We are gonna trust me. We are gonna work on the helmet, the gamer's helmet. We're gonna work on it.
No, not the gamer's helmet. It's gotta be the LBC helmet.
LBC helmet.
Because look, I'm sorry, if I put on a gamer's helmet, I might as well just walk into a wall straight up.
I got you. LBC helmet.
That's like putting on those tinfoil hats and just walking into a wall. It's no problem.
We perfectly make this helmet just for the gaming industry, but it works so well that you could use it even outside of it.
Exactly. That's what you need to say. That's what you need to say, because you're the creator of it. So yeah,
you can use it in movies. You can use it in politics, TV shows, and man, if you have to listen to that annoying neighbor down the street,
oh, come on, Metal Man.
The helmet repels all kind of juice.
I see that till just now.
Oh my goodness.
This episode is brought to you by Random Insanity. Yay!
Oh my god.
Okay, psychotic Sesame Street teacher, we'll get you out of here in a second.
That is weird. That is weird. That is crazy. And I'm gonna do it. I am gonna work on the helmet because that
Oh,
is
man,
need to be
that's-
done.
Oh gosh.
That needs
Yeah,
to be
if
done.
you want a six pack. You want a six pack quickly? Find something like this and make you laugh for a good hour and a half.
Holy crap.
We're starting off the year good. This is great,
Screw
fellas.
working out. Laugh. Laugh as hard as you can. Your six pack will be there in days.
Yep. Oh my
God.
goodness. Anyway. Okay. Let's catch ourselves. Oh my god.
It's a little
catch
late
us.
for that. There ain't no catching. We just gotta start over.
That's one thing about NCAS. Okay, if you come here for some laughter, you will get it. Cause we are just. Oh my god.
Am I in an ice cream?
Why was
truck?
everybody laughing?
Cause we just came up with something that's just
Yes.
ridiculous.
Just came with a commercial.
I mean, well, we came up with the premise for the commercial.
Well, yeah, and we're gonna do it because that is just that's too precious. That is just too precious. I gotta do that. I have to do that. But anyway, oh my goodness.
That's gotta be one of the quotes though. Metal Man near the helmet repels all kinds of
Yep. Yep.
That's gotta be one of like the 5-star reviews.
Goodness gracious.
The helmet repels all kinds of Jews.
Yep.
I know the ladies would be happy.
So
Oh.
Oh man.
Sponsored by Gene Simmons.
Oh my goodness. Y'all too much. Really.
Okay, let's-
You invited us here.
Well, technically he didn't. That was
Huh?
Kenoshi's fault.
For what?
Technically, that was Kenoshi's fault.
Oh. Yep.
The invitation.
Yeah.
So what's the next topic?
Give me a
What are we
second.
talking about?
Give me a second. We try to catch ourselves back. That's the damn problem.
He gotta find his place. Everybody got lost in that.
Yes, it is.
All right. Kenoshi, now that you're here, there's someone in the chat that wanted to get an invite.
Okay.
It was Dragon Sword.
Metal. Seriously, man. All right. I ain't responding.
Metal Man, don't stop being funny. Continue being you.
Hey, Mel
Don't
Mint
ever
is a
change.
troll. Mel Mint is a
Don't-
troll.
Don't ever change.
Oh boy.
Mel Mint is a troll. That's all it is. Okay. Okay.
All right, Dragon Sword. I sent you an invite to open mine, and the link should be in that.
Discord. Mostly
true.
this. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, when are we gonna talk about that missing frame?
Yeah. No.
You know what? No. Don't even go there.
Because that was my favorite thing of the whole decade.
Well, we
Oh,
ain't doing
yeah.
that. We ain't doing
This
that.
is not the decade podcast. That's next year.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna stick with what we're gonna stick with. But
So hold
I will
that. So
say
hold that thought.
exactly. So,
Hold that thought, but not the thought.
Lord.
Oh,
man.
Oh,
Oh,
I don't-
man. All right, back on topic, everybody.
Yeah, Kenoshi's like, come on, man. We got.
Let's get back in order.
Let's get back in order. So, oh Lord. Okay. Sorry. All right, we're back. Hold on for a second. Give me a. I apologize right there. Okay. Oh no. It was.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Sorry about that. So okay, so we already don't talk about the Google messing now. We already don't talk about Fallout, and this still. I'll say this: if you're still trying to buy Fallout 76 now, you need to get slapped. Seriously.
Oh, not even playing, just buying it.
You know, you still got people trying to get Fallout 76 on the Switch. Just because everyone else has it. What about those people?
No.
Wait, there's people out there that want Fallout 76 on the Switch?
Well, I know they wanted
Yes.
it. If they want it now, that's crazy. I know back then when it first came out, I was like, I don't want that trash on my console, but hey, whatever. I want to do that.
Well, and why can't you wait until it actually gets fixed, which is
Never.
a very long time.
Never.
Nope. Never. Exactly. Never.
I mean, look, let's legitimately follow Bethesda's pattern here. They put out a broken product. Their fans fix it. They take the fixes and act like they did it themselves.
They ain't fix shit. What are you talking about?
They don't fix
As
anything.
soon as they patch it,
They modded.
as soon as the
They
fans
patch it.
mod, as soon as the fans modded whatever, two things happen. One, they said that you cheated, so you got to write a letter to Bethesda for that you cheated, which is also bullshit.
180 words.
And two, they put in then don't forget they put a patch in when they do that latest DLC update to the damn thing, it cancel out the mod.
Which was stupid.
But
This may not just be just for Fallout 76. This may happen for any future games.
Oh, you mean like Elder Scrolls Never?
yeah. Wait, what number are we up now? Elder Scrolls 6?
Yeah, it should be
No,
6.
6 will be the new one.
Skyrim is 5, so the next one would be 6. As soon as that gets announced, everyone's gonna forgive, and buy it,
Yep.
repeating the cycle forever.
In
EA
all of the
cycle,
gaming
but just
canon,
apply
or
to-
should I say Ganon,
May I
because
ask you
they
guys a
thought
question
players would
in
hate
regards to
not
Bethesda?
seeing Link on screen.
In
And
these
the
following
original
years, how come
Legend
they
of
never
Zelda
received
at
the
one
title
point
worst
included
game,
a dungeon building
worst,
system that would allow
game design
Pan. It was
studio of
called
all
the
time,
Hyrule
even though
Fantasy.
that title's been given to
That
EA
doesn't count
almost
as the
this
lie,
entire
though.
time.
No. EA
You know what?
has
This
gotten
one
worse.
isn't the lie. I'll just say it.
Oh,
Freebie.
which
You're
company?
welcome. Number
Totally different.
4. Speaking of names, Zelda
Sorry, I just
is
don't pay
named
attention
after
to
the
the
only
video
other
game
notable
awards. I don't even know
Zelda
what
in the
topics
history of
they show.
humankind,
Oh, I wish that was
painter,
a part of the
author,
video
and
game.
socialite Zelda Fitzgerald,
really
who
do
died
wish
in a
that was.
sanitarium fire
Wait, is
after overdosing
No,
on
it's
sleeping
not.
pills
That
and
was-
throwing herself down a flight of
Hey,
stairs.
that's the missed opportunity.
Hopefully, our
was
Zelda's
not
fate
crazy.
isn't quite so
I'm like, hey, Keely.
poetic. Historic, depressing. Similarly, Ganondorf was named after the only notable
interesting
Ganondorf in history,
longer.
But then
Irish
how-
poet
but then how-
laureate
who would
Seamus
he chill
Butler
with them
Ganondorf,
broken
who wrote
games?
such apropos poems as Scythe Through the Grass and Heart-Shaped Container.
What a shiller. Whatever. Too much wishful thinking.
Because I'm like, let's all be honest here. We know that Sekiro was not going to win Game of the Year because of the looks on the developers' faces when they got up there. They're like, "Hold on, we weren't supposed to get this award. We thought that Death Stranding was going to get this."
Yeah. You know what would be funny? They'll be like, we won. Do we supposed to win? I don't know. We supposed to win. Do we know?
You
Hey,
could
just smile.
look at
Just
the
smile. Just go
look.
up there and smile. We don't know what is
It was
going
like,
on.
It was like one of those times you're in high school and the most unpopular kid in the class won the popularity award, and everybody's looking around all confused, like, how did this happen? Who messed up the vote?
I think it's because of the bad
This
press
was
and
because of the
whatnot.
backlash.
Yeah, people are like, "What the hell? Why are they?" Oh boy, and they're probably like, "Oh boy, we can't give this game Game of the Year. We will not hear the end of it if we do."
Yeah, they knew that. Like, but that's what cued everybody else in, because you look at them, they walking up to the stage like, did we actually win this award? Did they make a mistake?
That's what I'm saying. Don't say nothing. Do we know? Do you have a speech? I don't have a speech.
Do you have a
Just
speech?
smile. Just smile. Just smile. Just smile and wave. Smile and wave.
Like, hey, did you have something to Kojima about this? You know about that?
I guess it must have been like giving an Oscar to Cher. Am I kidding?
No, we're all off. Yeah.
And they were just like, this was Kojima's award.
Are we in trouble now? Are we in trouble?
Well,
Is something wrong?
there's probably going to be another VGA this year. They'll probably just give Death Stranding Game of the Decade added.
Oh gosh, no.
No.
Even if they jokingly put it in that type of running, it definitely doesn't deserve it.
You saw the other categories they had there.
I know.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Kenoshi,
Yeah.
did you put the let me see something. I'm trying to understand.
Wait, what happened?
Okay, did you put the link in the Discord?
Yeah. it's on
Yeah,
the-
he's here. I see Dragon's.
Hello.
There you go.
Oh,
Hey.
Okay.
Oh, he made it.
All right.
Yeah, he's landed here a while ago.
Hey, Sprite, get your ass in here.
Huh?
I'm
No.
talking to Sprite.
I'll leave him out. He's cool.
Okay.
But like I said, you guys were talking about the game and stuff, so I'll let. He said he's busy.
Okay.
As long as it's a good busy, sir, and I do not even write your bull crap in the daggone chat because I know you write stupid shit. I just know you gonna write something.
You know he's going to do that.
Do not
told him that.
elaborate. Do not elaborate.
Yeah, keep your shit to yourself.
It's your business.
Exactly.
Look, he
That's what I
already-
said.
he already-
That's exactly what I
he
said.
already responded.
That's exactly what I said.
Look, bruh, look, nobody was trying to imply it, but you just ratted on yourself.
I know, right? So stupid. So stupid.
All he said was don't elaborate, meaning leave details out.
Yeah, you're busy. You're busy. That's good. Stay busy. We cool with that.
He just snitched all on himself.
Oh, all right. Well, let's finish off the topic with one more thing here. Because like I said, I'm working and I'm trying to get used to this whole double computer stuff. And in my old house, I had it down to a T. I didn't have it down to a T in this new one yet. So But this topic is this. I'll make it simple. This is general, just your ideas. So, is there a game that you're looking forward to in 2020?
You know what? That's a good question. I haven't checked that out. Oh, go ahead, Dragon Sword.
There's actually a list of games, and wow, there's a lot actually. I guess getting through the ones besides Nintendo, which
Any
we
game.
don't know much of.
Any game. I don't care. Game is game. Is any game that you are looking forward for 2020? It's here. We see what's going on. See what sparks whatever. Because, I got most of my games that I'm looking forward to is coming towards. It's already been announced, so I'm happy for that. But like I said, Trials of Cold Steel 3 is coming to this. It's coming to the Switch. I was gonna get it for PlayStation, but it's coming to the Switch, so I'll get it there if they do a good port on it.
Which is actually on the cartridge instead of.
I gotta beat 2. Don't remind me. I literally just
No,
this
I'm saying they need to do 1 and 2 and just have all of them together.
Well, they should, but we'll see what happens. Hell, they should again. Famicom. They should bring freaking these 9s. These 8s so well.
Yeah, they should, but
we'll see. Exactly. But
man, it's not on a powerful console. Oh, I mean, it's not on a console.
Yeah. Neither man. We already don't shoot him out last year. New year.
Save it for next year. Save for next year.
All right. But no, I have that. Just like Andre, for me, like of course, I'm already on pre-order. I'm looking forward to, which got pushed back to February 20th, is the Mega Man Zero Legacy. It's cool to have all of them on there, so I'm looking for that. Sprite basically said the Mega Man collections. Yeah, he said the same thing too, and also he says the baby Dragon Ball Z Kakarot.
What? That jumped up for him? Oh, okay.
Well, it's an RPG. It's not a fighting game, so it's different.
Yeah.
I think Fire Emblem Encore, Mirage Encore, and Animal Crossing, the new one, are around the corner. Don't know about anything else, though.
I'm surprised about the Dragon Ball Kakarot for Sprite because I do believe that we said something about Bandai could have just made, instead of Dragon Ball Z, they could have just made the original Dragon Ball and start from the Dragon Ball.
That is true. That it could. Yeah. They could. Yeah.
That world never really gets a chance to get shown off all that often.
Yeah. Yep. That's what it was. That would have been a good. That's not a bad idea. And that is true. But no. Any game up to, but let's say Dragon Ball, any game, any console, PC, I don't care. Is something that you're looking forward to, that you think like, this will be a game I'm happy to play. Another one will be for me as crazy as that mother son of a gun is, I want to see what No More Heroes 3 is. That's just gonna be.
Oh yeah, so put that on my list.
I think honestly, everybody was to see what No More Heroes 3 is.
Suda 51 is just too crazy. Okay. What the hell is 3 gonna be? We already, 1 and 2 is already crazy. 3 is gonna be what the hell?
3 threw everybody off because it was presented as a completely different game at first.
Oh yeah.
Well, that anime intro threw people off.
Yep.
Like, where's the damn toilet?
Yeah. That was weird because I was like, what the hell is all this stuff got to do with No More Heroes? And it's like, oh, what the? Okay. So basically, those are gonna be that. Now you're gonna go. Well, yeah, the assassin. Yeah, the number one assassins in this in Destroyer for the first one. Then they did it further out. Was it world or country? I think was it world, right?
I think it was world in the second one.
So now it's intergalactic.
That's gonna be universe.
Yeah.
Number one assassin in the universe.
Now that's what I called world building.
51, where everybody's an assassin, pretty much.
I still would love, if anything, I would ask for Suda 51. Other than that, if he could finish the, I can't forget it. I forgot the name.
Liberation Maiden or something.
Liberation Maiden. Yes, I wish that he could finish that story. I wish. Great game, just have the most horrible cliff ending. Like, I'm fighting. The true enemy showed up, and then you just show the girl running off to fight the true enemy, and that's it. That's the end. I'm like, what? What?
That's how it all ends. You don't actually see it.
That's it. Whoa. No, that's as far as you see. You see the girl just flying off towards the ship. That's it. That's it. Nothing else happened. No explosion. Nothing. Just that's it. I'm like, come on, man. Because the game is pretty good for a mecha style game.
Okay,
there were plans to go somewhere else with it, and they just couldn't be put in the action yet.
Maybe.
After all this time, though?
But that's a long time ago the game is. Yeah, this is even longer than No More Heroes 2. What the hell? No, it ain't. No, it's not. No, it's 2 years short because it was the Wii. So yeah, it's 2 years short from No More Heroes 2. But it was like I said, it was a straightforward. It wasn't his normal craziness. It was just like a robot. The only craziness was a girl became the president of Japan. That's it. Little girl became president of Japan, but if becoming the president of Japan is you got to go fight big ass robots. No.
Then yeah, you earned it.
Like no. I pass on this job.
And we were like, oh, they voted for you. What? No, I was joking. I didn't want this.
I didn't want this. I never actually applied to be a part of it.
Exactly.
Like too late.
You become
like what? Where are my options to resign?
You resign by dying. That's what it is.
Well, here's the katana. We'll get you somebody to help you from seppuku. Otherwise, you gotta go fight.
Hey, SK.
What up, SK? And Trail 83.
He's in the chat.
Yeah. But no, that would be, like I said, no, but any game that you would come up to be like, that you see, because like I said, so we got No More Heroes, we have the Zero Collection, Dragon Ball Kakarot, Anything else? Anybody?
Well, for me, and this is going to be an Epic Store exclusive on the PC. It's,
how dare you, sir? How dare you?
You sold your soul. How dare you?
Exactly. I need that I need that Greta Thunberg lady. How dare you?
How dare you?
Oh God, that girl is creepy.
I just want that one piece. That's all I want. How dare you? That's all I want. Go ahead.
But yeah, essentially, I'm looking forward to that remake / reimagining of the second Oddworld game, Soulstorm.
Oh, okay.
And even though I have it already, and even though they're putting the big end text on it, it costs $30 on Switch compared to everywhere else, where it's 15 or $10. The version of Stranger's Wrath, if only because it sets a precedent for the upcoming Metroid Prime 4 with the gyro controls. If a small indie studio can do that, Retro has no excuses.
Well, again, Capcom did it with what's the name of it again? Revelations. And I did test it out, and it works pretty good. So hopefully, yeah, like I said, I think Retro will got it. I'm not worried. I am not worried about that. The only thing with Metroid I'm worried about is the bitches who keep on saying, "Oh, and they don't buy the game." Okay, that's all.
We need Metroid. We need Metroid, but I ain't gonna go buy them games.
Yes,
I'm gonna promote this fan game instead. But I'm still a fan. Don't worry, I'm still a fan.
I'm a beg Nintendo to make a game for Metroid where we play as the Federation Force and didn't get mad at them for doing it.
Yep. So yeah, any game. Wow. Yeah. So that's another one. So we know, like I said, can Bayonetta come out at the end of the year? It could. We don't, because again, without not having we call it, without having we could have the E3. Oh, that's a good thing. That's a good topic as well too. What the hell you guys think E3 gonna be about this year? And I'm not talking about E3's topics. I'm talking about, has E3 finally come to being like, it's just a piece of trash now?
I mean, just about every.
Anytime you talk to that hard, like, I'm gonna shut up.
Guitar a woman or something? What's going on?
It's a Mexican neighborhood. Oh, I hear that. It's a Mexican neighborhood. What do you expect? It's like that every place.
It's no, it's actually half and half. Both terrible sides.
Anyway, but what you got? Like I said, Andre for sure, anybody, but seriously, like we know last year it was Microsoft and Nintendo. PlayStation didn't went there, so we know they're gonna try to push because they got an PlayStation 5 coming out. But has E3 now lost its luster now? Like, it's like, I remember when I was back in the 2000s.
Yeah, I would say as soon as Sony pulled out from E3, that's when it lost all of its luster.
No, it started losing its luster
before that. To me,
well, to us, yes, it already lost its luster before that. But PlayStation, it's all video games. You know that?
No, but I'll be honest. Like, when I was young back in the 2000s, I was like, okay, I would like to go to an E3. I would like to go. There are two places I wanted to go when it comes like live events. I hate being around people, but there was a couple that I wanted to really, to go to. One was to go to a World Cup, which I did in 2006, and even performed there and had fun. So that was good. But it was World Cup and it was E3. And then, so E3 2004, 2005, of course, 2006 with the Wii and everything. It looked fun. I was like, oh, I want to go there. But after a while, I was like, no.
It used to be fun. It's just not anymore.
Not anymore, man.
It became the big dick measuring contest, and I was just like,
it's a dried husk. You don't want to be there. Just watching it decay.
Everything has a life. It has a shelf life.
yep. 'Cause it used to be you could enjoy.
Hey. It's all
Yes.
thanks to those stupid people that promoted the whole console war nonsense. And what was the other thing? Other bunch of nonsensical buzzwords that we heard from before. I'm not going to mention those again.
Well, here you go, because the new mailman says all about 8K 60 frames per second. So I'm like,
I want to correct you. This should be 8K 120 frames per second. If they really want to try to be measuring their ball sacks against each other, but I mean, hey.
Yeah, it's what we got now, right?
Yeah.
No, like I said, are we gonna get surprises? Yes, but it's just I think the luster, the shine off E3 is gone. I think he has.
Okay.
I blame the gamers and Game Again Soulless.
My best analogy right now is E3 currently is what the Sonic the Hedgehog model used to be for the movie.
Oh wow.
So and E3 back in the day is the current Sonic the Hedgehog model for the movie. E3 just went backwards. That's all.
Basically.
That's how it is, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I just wanted to know because it is just weird of that. Because it's last year was not that best of it, and it was just so lackluster. And I was like, okay, I get a couple surprises, but it's just I don't know.
Hey, I'm looking forward to playing Doom Eternal on the Switch. That's one game I wanted to bring up.
Okay.
Games that I was excited of.
Okay.
I keep forgetting the names of certain indie games that I wanted to play that were coming out this year. What's that one? The sledding, the one where you play a musher riding through the Iditarod.
Wow. Oh, Red Lantern.
There you go. That one. I'm looking forward to playing that.
Yeah, that does look pretty.
This is too much wishful thinking, but I would like to see another game done by Hironobu Sakaguchi. You know, the man that made The Last Story.
Yeah.
I would love to see
Which I have.
Yeah.
Me too. I could see them port it over and make a sequel. I mean, we're getting Bravely Default too.
Oh, that's a title I'm looking forward to. Although it's not coming out this year, I think.
No, actually, it is. I think.
Oh, it is. Oh.
Yeah, I think it is.
I'm happy.
Which makes me sit there like, okay, if you guys are porting a bunch of 3DS games over, and you know you're bringing Bravely Default 2 to the Switch.
Here I thought.
And Bravely 2nd.
Hey, here I thought it was going to be called Bravely 3rd.
Yeah.
I thought so too.
But hold on, so that means there's a possibility for so it'll be Bravely Default and Bravely Default 2, and there's a Bravely Default 3, so we can have
Bravely 2nd 2.
Bravely 2nd 2.
That's gonna be horribly made.
Anyone looking forward to Cyberpunk 2077?
Yeah,
not really. I was looking forward to it, but I don't know. Something about it. Something about
It's gonna get delayed.
It is. It's definitely gonna get delayed.
It's gonna get delayed?
I'm pretty sure it will.
All the signs are there.
Even though it has that release date pretty much already set, unless
What
they did that on purpose.
what are the signs that are there exactly? I haven't been following this game.
The fact that they promoted the soundtrack at the Game Awards over the game itself.
Oh.
See, both of you said at the same time. Oh.
Yeah, I mean, we recent footage of that game. I think that was in late August. Wasn't really much.
Yeah, they haven't really been showing off a lot of gameplay footage, and that's always a sign that things might be held up some.
Well, and they're also going to a point where, like Anderson was saying, because they're trying to reset the what do you call it, the outlook of the game. What I mean by that, like how they're gonna promote the game because of all the crap that other people has been talking about. I'm like, yeah, well, I can't argue with that. I feel like
Metal. I'm not gonna answer that question, but it's funny.
Oh yeah, I'm also not. I'm not surprised. Smart by Nintendo, but the brain training is coming towards the Switch as well, which is not smart. That's a smart idea.
Frankly, we need it in America. I don't think it'll do that
much good. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one, Anderson.
I'm surprised that they're not doing mobile version of that game.
But Anderson, the real question is: are people? Oh, okay, I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna be the one that say: are people capable of learning what's 1 + 1? I don't think
so. For some people, it's 5.
And you know what? If you look at the trailer and everything again, it's basically up Andre's alley. Look, again, after this one said again, there are a few indie people who does take advantage of Nintendo, because I remember, and I ain't hear from him in a while. I don't watch his stuff. Not like that, not negative. It's just been so busy. I remember when Grim had his podcast about stuff that Nintendo don't even use. The people are not using what the Switch does. Blah blah blah. And I'm like, there are games out there, and Brain Age, because Brain Age, if you look at the trailer of Brain Age, I'll see if I can bring it up. Give me a second here. Excuse me. Let me go to.
Okay. Yeah, I gotta look it up.
No, I got it here. I do have it here. I'm just gonna try to bring it up on the,
And a game that I look forward. All right. Yeah, I was gonna say. Another game I look forward to purchasing in the future, although this came out way beforehand. The Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition for the
I'm waiting for that price to come down more.
Oh, yeah.
You need to bring that down a little more. So I like this. They're turning the Switch sideways, like they did with the game, with the DS. Like the book style. Of course, they're gonna create the screen, the stylus, because that was a problem with people saying about the touch screen and everything with the thing. Nope, you can do it, and they're gonna do it on with that. So they're gonna have the Brain Age normal stuff, but then I'm gonna get to the part right about not there. So now they're gonna use the IR sensor. There you go. Using the IR sensor. So you see, they're using it. So, as I said before, what Iwata said before a long time ago, back in 2006, we give you the paint, we give you the canvas. It's up to you to make the painting.
Hey, will that game come with a stylus?
I'm thinking it is. That gotta be that. That's what they're doing for the game to do the stuff. You're gonna come with the stylus. It makes sense to do it anyway.
Yep.
So there you go. So they're using. So there you go. They are using. So you got the Ring Fit. Nintendo used Ring Fit and used the IR sensors and stuff. And Brain Age is gonna use the IR sensor and the HD rumble and all that stuff. So they used it. So again, it's there. Stop playing Melmint, give us Donkey Kong Country. Stop. Okay.
But too bad.
I ain't got a problem with it. I don't have a problem with it. But that's what I'm just saying.
Some people have a problem with it.
That's them.
That's them.
You don't buy. Nobody. Again, Nintendo is not coming in your house to force you to buy the damn games. Okay, nobody is. That's on you.
Of course.
Like I said, the Ring Fit Adventure uses the thing, and again, look how funny that is. Like they could monitor your heart with the IR sensor with Ring Fit Adventures. Just by doing that. That is itself crazy. That's how fine-tuned. That's how capable. My point is, that's how capable that IR sensor is on the Joy-Con. So they give you the stuff. It's up to you to use them. And if I have to, if I have to end, I'll end on. Okay. Yes. Right. Casual's back. Yes. Of course. Casual's back. It's always been there. That's how the Switch sold in the first place. You think hardcore gamers bought all the Switch? No.
Oh no.
It was the usual core fans that Nintendo always go for. Family. That is family friendly. Everybody, even the radio show I listen to, people say, "Oh, I'm gonna buy my first console for my kid." Well, they said go to Switch. You can't go wrong with that. And these are some people who are hardcore gamers and stuff, and they said that. So please. But I would say not all. I do gotta call out. I ain't gonna call out. It's not calling out. I do laugh. Now, on the 3DS, did I use it? Yeah, I did use it, and it was kind of efficient. I didn't use it specifically. I said it for Nintendo Wii U or the Wii. I didn't really use it that much, but I understand why people want it. So I have to go for who always a pain in the ass sometimes, but hey, it's a good pain in the ass. But like, we got a little Hideki Kamiya for calling out Nintendo, saying that the UI is shitty on the Switch.
Yeah, it kind of is.
Yeah.
Not wrong.
Because you could use he said you could use folders and all kind of stuff. And like I said, I get it. I'm not me. I like I said, I'm the old school. I'm too old school. That's the difference between me. It doesn't bother me, but I understand other people who want it. Because okay, then I'll ask the question. Since you said it out there first, Kenoshi, what would you do to improve the UI?
Yeah, folders would be nice. You know, better organization. The story UI could use some improvement. The way they. I just thought the way they organized the store on the Wii U was a bit better than the way they do it now.
Okay.
And let's see what else. Maybe different styles of way games are laid out. You know how Steam has different layouts.
And genre.
Yeah, or just the way you interact with how, the layout, I guess. But it's not the end of the world if they never change it.
No. I'm not gonna say no. I'm not saying no. He has a critique, and I'm not defending the critique or even positing the critique. I'm just saying it's a critique, and I'm just bringing it up. I'm not.
Yeah.
It doesn't bother me. I'm indifferent on it because, again, and I still need to do that video because I like it. I'm like I said, I like the old days where you just turn on the system. You heard whatever it is, Nintendo, Sega, PlayStation. You just heard the sound.
Oh no! You plug in the game, then turn it on, and that chime comes up.
Yeah, but I'm not. My point is, after that chime, the game starts.
That's
it. That's all it was. That's all it was. And I had to go through those screens, and then double click, triple press, double click. And I had to nothing.
You mean there weren't any fancy operating systems?
Well, there were operating systems, but it was part of the game. It was nothing else beyond that.
That's my point.
That's what it is.
That all started with the CD-based systems.
Boy. Well, no, Saturn. I put in the game, and Saturn just went to the game.
Yeah, it just went to the game, but it also had the OS to it. I'm saying the OS stuff started with the CD based system.
Okay. Because it's mostly he started with the Xbox and just.
No, it started to be forced with Xbox and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Like it's true that, and then everybody else. Because again, GameCube, you put in your disc, you hear that. You do the usual, or the kids, or whatever you press, whatever button you press to make before that. You see the GameCube, and the game starts.
Like the intro sound when you turn on the system.
Yeah.
I missed that. Kind of like the days of the Game Boy. Remember that?
Well, that's iconic. That was iconic.
I want it back.
Yeah,
I want that back.
It's the same thing with Nintendo, and I'm thinking Sega. No, not Sega, but I'm thinking the people after the outrage that they did with Sonic, they will be stupid enough not to put Sega to put that in the movie. They gotta put that at the beginning of the movie.
Oh, if they don't do that, and I go see this movie, it is immediately a thumbs down. Thumbs down.
That is automatic. It should be there.
Automatic. That
Sega,
needs to be there. It needs to be there at the beginning of the movie.
Yeah.
Before Sonic even shows his blue behind, it needs to be on that screen.
Yep. That needs to be happening.
Yeah, I kind of remember when the original, the original Super Mario Brothers movie. Good movie on itself.
Look, let's not mention. Let's not mention that. No.
Everybody has, but yes, before that, everybody had a chime. PlayStation, when it first came out, 1 and 2 had its chime. Sega had this chime, the Dreamcast, and all that stuff. And then that was it. We don't have that. Now we have, you boot up, you see everything, and then you start whatever. So, again, there's another video I want to do as well, too. Just keep it.
It used to take less than 30 seconds to get into a game. Now it takes like 3 minutes.
Or more or less than 10 seconds.
Well, that is something that is it is shown now to the game and stuff. So that's what I'm talking about. It's just weird.
Well, there's that.
Remember when Super Nintendo games were running at high refresh rates? What happened?
Oh. Well,
ouch.
It's because
HD tellies happened.
Triple M is correct. That's basically what happened because CTRs are different. They don't have to reproduce the line, the what do we call it? They don't have to reproduce the colors because the color was all in the plasma or in plasma TVs or like CTRs. Basically, that's how the Xenons was shot at the screen.
CRTs.
The CRTs were just way better at that. So yeah, the refresh rate was just way higher, but it just tweaks. But because of how you have to shoot the through the cathodes and the rados in CTR TVs, it's so expensive and it's so big. That's why they lost out the LEDs. I mean LCDs.
Yeah. I mean, but some of the videos I've seen, it sounds like CRT. If they had more time in the sun, they would have been a lot better than the HDTVs. I'd like to see a big giant CRTV with the HDR and 4K or something.
They don't need to do that because the signal was there. The one problem with that would have been HDR would have been more the problem. They could have done the 4K no problem, but HDR would have done because they have to manipulate the colors a different way than what the CRTs was gonna do. That's what the difference is because if you see you see how they do the pictures, this is HDR, this is on the HDR. Like you manipulate in the colors a little bit more different, and it would have a guy I forgot the name of the YouTube channel that showed it because he had one of them old RCA thing, and he showed like, okay, here we're playing Super Mario, here we're playing like Dreamcast, not Dreamcast, what's that other one? Saturn games, and you see how the colors is and it's popping and it's looking cool. And then he put in the HDR, he showed it and basically explained out that why it would be super expensive. He's not the only one. I've watched a couple of Linus Tech videos talk about the same thing, and a couple of Discovery have this new channel called Documentary Free, and they talk about how TVs come to light and everything, and it's interesting. It just
I mean, we
had good stuff, but convenience. This is human beings we're talking about.
Yeah, convenience
topples what it is. Just
yeah,
is.
I mean, there were CRT monitors for computers that were outputting in 720p back in the mid to late 90s.
Yeah, there wasn't supposed to, but because they could saturate with all the because of where they're built, yeah, it could have been done. And that's what I'm saying. But hey, we took out cell phones for phones. Again, a lot of generation kids right now, Andre's kids and anybody else young or whatever, they're not gonna maybe because Andre is a weirdo itself. But I'm just saying, but payphones. A lot of people don't even. These kids don't know what a payphone is.
Oh right.
Landlines.
Oh,
Landlines were way more better at reception and talking than cell phones ever would be.
Yep.
Because we
Speaking
never had the whole can you hear me? I can't. Oh, I'm inside my room. Oh, wait a minute. I walked outside. Oh, I gotta go turn left, put my ear over the sink so I get the right signal to bounce. Remember you remember those first couple years of the cell phone coming to mass market? Oh my God, that was horrible.
That was horrible.
People's necks was stiff and hurting.
You had to put it in the weirdest ways to get a signal.
I'd be like, look, hey, hold up a second. I gotta flip myself upside down and hold my feet off the wall real quick. Make myself a human antenna. 1 second so this phone work. Give me like 5 minutes.
Yeah, these cell phones can do everything, but the sound quality still sounds like we're 2004.
Because
that's because the mics suck.
The mics are off. Yeah.
No, the mics. No. The mics are good. The problem is the way that we send this signal. That's where the problem is now.
It's all staticky and stuff. Yeah, I remember that. And speaking of payphones, who remembers Collect? When did I Collect?
Oh my God!
Collect calling.
Look. I'll say this: there are some things that cell phones has done that the old school needed to change. Okay, I agree with that. Like you just said, the collect calls. Oh boy.
Man,
No. See, no. What you need to go back and say is, who remembers making a collect call on accident and then getting in trouble with their parents because of the fees? Those charges showed up.
I'll say this. I say this, and I thank my mom that she didn't whoop my ass. Cause trust me, I deserved it. I deserved it. Only one game I never had, but I used to. If I had to say I hated Nintendo back in the 90s, is their stupid call center because it was a freaking 900 number, and you couldn't.
Not an 800.
No, it wasn't 900. It came up on your phone bill. You did that shit, and I was like, "Who the fuck are you calling in Washington? What the hell is that?"
It's because 900 numbers were notorious for certain adult activities back then.
Yes.
Bow chicka wow wow.
Yes. Bow chicka wow wow. But it's also
the circumventing for that was to get one of those phone cards.
Yes, I did that. I have did that. I am not saying I have not done it. I did that. I'm not talking about the porn. I'm talking about like the Nintendo stuff. I'm like, when I was trying to figure out, I was like, what the? I can't figure this thing out. And I was in a country where I couldn't get in. One, internet wasn't prominent back in the 90s like it was in America. It wasn't powerful. I know it wasn't as much up here, but still, we were way behind. One. Two, it also that I couldn't go to the store and buy a book or game Pro and all that stuff because they didn't come to my country. So I was like, I'm getting stuck. How the hell do I do this crap? And the game I did that shit onto was Majora's Mask because I didn't know what the frig I was doing.
Going back to CRT TVs. I remember sister when she was living at home, she bought a CTR TV. It was a not like a super big
She bought you a
but...
Crash Team Racing TV.
No,
Where'd you
but
get
it was like it was. The thing felt like it had like 150 pounds of concrete underneath it.
Oh yeah,
So
they did. They definitely did.
that thing fell on you, you were dead.
Well, yeah. Well, Kanoshi, if an Anja, again, I think you might know this because you're old soul, but I know Triple M, I know this. Back in the day, what did people do when you go into most people's houses? On the TV, what was their TV? If they buy a brand new TV, what was their brand new TV stand?
The TV itself.
I think it was the TV
The
itself.
old TV that broke down. Okay, that's what it
Old
was.
television.
Yep.
Especially if you had one of the big thick ones that was on the wheels.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we had that one. Oh.
Sometimes people just like they'll just abandon their TVs because when they moved because it's like this thing's too damn heavy to carry.
Those TVs.
That's happening in my neighborhood.
I will
Those
say this.
TVs weighed as much as cars.
Look, I am kind of guilty of that. Of course I did it the right way, but trust me, I remember moving from my old house, and I bought me a LCD, the old school LCD back in 2008. Those things was heavy. They were heavy too. They were heavy too. So I moved it upstairs, and when I got my first 4K TV, I moved it downstairs and put it over my fireplace, and it kind of hurt my sister's hand because it was whatever. But so I'm moving from the house, right? And I'm moving. I'm telling movers, hey, do this, do this, do this, do this, do this, and I'm not paying attention because I'm trying to get out the house. That's all I'm trying to do. And then where my house was, you had to go to their truck was parked in a certain way, so they had to go up, turn around in the cul-de-sac, and come back down. So when I walked down, they're like, "Hey, man, thank you, sir, and so we're gonna catch you on when we have to deliver it on the other side." I'm like, "Oh man, that's awesome. Thank you for helping me. Thank you for helping me." And they're gone. And I open up the door, and I'm like, "Fuck! The damn TV's still on the damn fireplace, man!" I ran out there. I was like, "Shit!" Like, yo, whoa! They're like, "What? What's wrong?" I was like, "Look, I got a TV up there. I know you guys are done. I'll pay $100. It's a TV. Just take that shit off the fireplace because that thing is heavy, and I don't want to." And the guy was like, "Oh, is it work?" I said, "It works. It's just heavy as hell." So the guy said, "Okay, I'll take it. How much you want for it? If you gonna take it, I don't give a shit. Go, just take it. I don't care. Go with it. If you could take it off of that fireplace, I'm happy as hell. Cause that shit is heavy as hell. Now the 2 4K TVs I have in my house now, I could lift that up myself. But that one, no.
Heck no.
That was weight. But as we said before, human beings, that's how we are. We trade a lot of stuff for convenience or for safety. That was better for us. And that's what it is.
Yep.
We had CDs, or 8 tracks back in the day had a better sound than CDs. But we had cassettes. Cassettes have a way more, full for audiophiles like me, a full rich sound. And now we have MP3s, and MP3s are nowhere compared because they're all compressed. Now you can do certain things, but only certain people know how to do that to get it uncompressed enough to get that full rich sound. But we have that. Cell phones, again, we never had we could have talked with her, no problem. Back in the day, I never tell my grandma or anybody I'm talking when I'm on the landline, "Hey, I can't hear you, whatever. What's going on?" No, it was just like, that's why you had to remember when people, you saw the shows, they made up the call like, "Shh, I can't hear you, I got a bad reception." They had to fake it because they never happened. Now with cell phones, yeah, when the cell phone transitioning, we had that. We just had that.
Oh yeah,
man.
I remember what people need to understand. Remember, the phone signal, even if I'm talking to my sister who's right beside me, the phone signal has to go to the tower, make the transition up to space for wherever network is supposed to be, come back down to the tower, and then come back to my sister's phone. And we're right beside each other. That's why it's just weird like that.
Like that, yep.
Now imagine that, but for co-op gaming with all the streaming on the cloud.
It'd be a disaster with the.
It would.
gaming.
It would be a disaster. And that's what it would be. Okay. So yeah.
Pacific Bell.
Yeah. So that's just what's going on in gaming itself, and that's what crazy it would have been. But like I get where Kenoshi's coming from. And to me, there's some things that as I said before, before we started the podcast, I said before, there's something about just simplicity, just good. But
sometimes it's just. Well.
Sometimes if it's too simple, like yeah, you guys are making me dumber for this.
It's not
sometimes you just want to. Sometimes you just want to grill a burger, put some cheese on it, put it on a bun, and call it a meal.
Oh come on! You got a fast food restaurant. Go to Burger King's.
Yeah.
It's just like sometimes you just want it simple.
Just like how Renegade just did it. Simple as that. Bling, game comes on. That's it.
The thing is, people think if something's more convoluted or complicated, that automatically means it's more advanced or whatever. But that's not always
It's
the
the
case.
illusion of advance.
Man,
Exactly.
I want to be served, not to
it's just
serve.
broken. Yeah, it's just broken.
Yeah. And that's what they do. So it's sad that it happens, but what can we say?
Yep.
So that's how the gaming industry is gonna be like. That's why I say that's how the gaming industry is also become. It's soulless. That's how the gaming industry did that. So, hey,
That's the original Game Boy. The Game Boy SP.
Yeah, we know. So, hey, and there's a lot of stuff out there that people try to make it more complicated because right now everybody's like I said. You saw the Xbox. We see what it looks like. PlayStation 5 is gonna show next year. We're gonna see what it is.
Have you guys ever? Speaking of the Game Boy, have you guys ever tried modding your Game Boy with like a IPS screen?
Nope.
No.
Mine original.
I wouldn't technically do that, but then I did buy the accessories for the Game Boy Color, like the like a little magnifying glass, and as well as it came with the like a little flashlight that you could see at night when you're playing.
But that's not real. Is that really modification though? That's more like adding something.
That's accessories. Yeah, we know that. But no, look, the only modded console I ever had is the GameCube one that you guys showed in the video. That's it. Everything else is as is.
But at least you got that one from the original source.
Not original source, but close enough. Yes.
Oh, modded things.
Close enough that and I keep it in my closet, nice and shiny, looking the way it's supposed to look like, out of people's reach.
I don't know. It just looks pretty nice. But I mean, it's not like you're doing like a software hack to play free games or anything. It's just
no, I got you. I got you. Just that it's just one of the things is like it's just like anybody else. Is like I got the thing. This is the thing. This is what the thing's supposed to do. I'm gonna just do what the thing's supposed to do.
Oh,
a lot of people can't live well enough alone.
Yeah. You said it slices, dices, and turns. What the old phrase used to be: it slices, it dices, it turns into fries. Like, okay, good. That's all I wanted to do.
No,
it
man.
can drive your car. I don't want it to do that.
I need more power.
It drives your car. I don't need it to do that. It opens your door. I don't need it to do that either. Because I saw a video to end this thing though, but I saw a video like this is non-game related, but it is news you can use, as the old saying goes. So Dr. Feelgood, as y'all know, like I said, I ain't kissed the ass in a while, but he did made it out to North Canada. He made it to my humble abode with his wife. And what is it, Renegade?
Yeah, what the heck, Renegade?
It's just funny.
What's funny?
All right, continue. No, just continue.
Okay. Anyway, he made it to my humble abode and checked it out. Saw what the studio is all about. Saw my gaming room. Saw everything. He and his wife liked it. It's all cool and everything. And he was talking about because my house is a smart house. Now, I am smart enough not to connect everything to my smart house because I am stupid. I have this. There are things. There's a video that showed how people could hack your smart. It takes a time. It takes a while. It takes a time. And if your neighborhood is not due diligent, okay, let's put it this way: you're a smart house in the ghetto. Somebody's gonna rob their asses because they know where you'll take you 14 minutes to set up this equipment. They'll rob you. You gotta be like,
that's pretty scary.
you gotta be in the woods or someplace, and the thieves have enough time to do all this stuff. Now, it is cool that they hacked in with the lights. That is cool. I saw it, I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. But the problem is though, that's if you leave your Amazon or your Amazon or Google or Siri in a certain place, so people could get the light sensors to it. Basically, they use the lights to make talk into the microphone, which was amazing. I'm like, wow, that's crazy how they did that.
I think it's because of the frequency.
It's not a frequency. It's not a frequency. It's what they manipulate the diaphragm of the mic with the laser.
I get it.
It's basically Smarter Every Day. That's the name of the channel. He does crazy. He mostly do a lot of slow-mo videos, but he does stuff talking to other people and everything. It's called Smarter Every Day YouTube channel. Check it out. But yeah, so he did that. And then when I looked at the stuff and what I saw, he said, okay, well, these are bad things, blah, 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 blah. He doesn't have a smart home, but he bought the stuff just to test it out. And I was like, that won't happen to my house because I ain't that crazy to do not even half. 75% of the stuff that the people would do to get their house hacked in, I wouldn't do that. I don't put it right there in front of the screen. My blinds always closes at nighttime, so nobody could like see through the thing to use the laser. And also, I do not connect none of my locks or anything to Amazon or Google because I'm not trusting them bitches.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Heck yeah.
Why use Amazon and Google? Why not just use the third party? That's probably you don't have to worry about.
That's even worse.
No, not in most cases. What Kenoshi said is correct. I use a third party, but the only way to access the third party is on me. Like I don't use voice commands for my door locks. I don't.
Yeah, that would be because you could. Obviously, somebody could secretly record your voice, and then they take that.
Yeah. But
So much for voice recognition.
Voice recognition has its problem. Now, do I use voice recognition for my lights at home? Yes. That's about it. That's
But those are just lights.
That's lights, yeah. That's as far as it goes. My doors? Nope. My security? Nope.
No, it's just like anything else. Just don't be stupid about it.
Well, the thing about it is you can do it. And even with those guys showing you how it could be easily messed up, the person has to be in the vicinity. It's just like the Wii U. Like if they're gonna hack you, they have to hack your IP. They don't have to go to a server or something. They have to be in your neighborhood at your house doing that. It has to be there. And to set up the mic, to set up the laser that the guy used to show that it is vulnerable. And it worked. It showed it was pretty cool. For him to do that, it took him 14 minutes to set it up. And he has to know what do you have? Do you have a Surrey? Do you have Amazon? Do you have Google to write the code for that in a laser? Then to send it laser through the window to do all kind of stuff. That's what you gotta do. And he has to hit the Echo Dot or the home. He has to hit the main screen. He has to. If you don't hit it, you can't really break it.
No.
So you're right, Kadoshi. Don't be stupid about it. You're 100% correct. But also, just like it's just, I don't, there's certain, like I said, my security alarm system and everything is not voice activated. It's not.
Like put yourself in the shoes of a thief.
Or as my online security teacher would say, always think evil.
That's the best way to do it.
Basically what I said.
It is evil. I can't clap to my lights. Whatever, it's right.
Oh God.
Anyway, with that said, Thank you guys for joining on another Endcast. I thank you for creating this chat for us that we have so we could do it. Like I said, the end of the decade for me is next year. That's when I'm gonna do it. I've never followed people's, and I hate when people are like, oh, we're changing words because of no. I don't. I'm a stickler for let words be what it's supposed to be. That's just me. So I'm gonna do that. We're gonna see. Let's see next week between 7 and 8 o'clock. We're gonna next Endcast see how he goes in with that. But there are many games out there coming out. I have finally beaten some games. Like it feels so good now to beat games. Like,
yeah,
it is weird. I finally beat Tales of Vesperia. Great game. I never liked the ending, but great game. The ending ain't bad. It just nah. That's what it is. The payoff wasn't great. But the story all up to it was good, and that's what I like about it. That's why he's my second. After Tales of Symphonia is my second best game because the gameplay is just that good. And the gameplay and the story is that good, but the payoff at the end, nah, it's just meh. But hopefully, I got some more games that I can finally beat and win. And that's what I'm gonna do. And again, you could check out Andre's channel because, of course, he's been putting up videos from survival to his ideas and everything. You could do that. And I think everybody else is just everybody else. We get to talk, we talk.
Yeah, we're just elves.
Yeah. So, and I think what you say, Sprite is on Twitch. So you can check out Sprite Remix on Twitch to see his video plays.
His
streams, and I don't even know.
If you're lucky enough, you can catch him live.
Yeah. Do you even stream, Kadoshi?
I'm gonna probably start streaming. I'm switching over to a. I have a big project I'm working on. I'm going to switch over from Intel to AMD CPU wise, and then I'm going to use my old computer that I have. That I'm using right now. I'm going to use that as like a home server, like a sort of NAS thing, and then I'm going to use that computer for streaming stuff.
Okay. All right.
I think I will start streaming once
your
this
project is done. All right.
Yeah.
No problem. So keep our eyes out for that. Everything else, guys, I have a video that I'm working on. It's gonna take more time. It's not gonna be time you call it what you would call that. It's dated, so it's not like it's basically a Christmas video ready with gaming, but it is what it is. Like I said, it's just that people's been busy and stuff to be done. So, but I will put it up there. Basically, it's my unboxing because I have to say, literally this year not this year, but last year, I have to say I had the best Christmas in a long time because I never had so much unboxing that I had to do. Which is basically one part of the unboxing is other than a lot of stuff you'll see is also a house. So y'all see that. With that said, of course, guys, you guys know what I always say. Have you guys a good night. We catch you next Sunday between 7 or 8 o'clock. We'll see how that works out. But there's no perfect games out there. What's perfect to you is not perfect to me. What's perfect to me is not perfect to you. Simply enjoy your games on all consoles and including PC. You guys have yourself a good night.